AM 1160 WCCS 101.1 FM. That's Denise Liggett over there, the famed starlet.
Mouseketeer.
And Mouseketeer, member of the Indiana County Tourist Bureau and the Walt Disney Corporation, or something like that. Morning, Denise.
Good morning, Todd.
How are you today?
I'm great, but obviously not as good as you are. You're in a wonderful mood today.
You think so?
I do.
I got to get my grumble pants back on.
Wait till I leave.
Okay. What you got going here today?
Let's talk tourism.
Okay, let's do that. That's your area of expertise, after all.
Yeah, I just a little preset here for the National Tourism Week is coming up May 7th through the 13th. Now, this is a national event in every state, and every tourism headquarters will be doing something and celebrating, and we have a few things coming up. So I just want to put that out there for everyone to be on the lookout for May 7th through the 13th. That we'll be celebrating it here in Indiana County as well, especially the last economic impact of travel in Pennsylvania for Indiana County. The report that we received, tourism provided over $175 million to the county from the
Indiana County.
Yes, sir, from the tourism industry. Now, that doesn't mean we had $175 million dollars coming and spent over at Jimmy, Stewart Museum, but it is one of the categories. They include the lodging, food and beverage, retail, recreation, and transportation.
Now, when did this report come out?
This one, they're always 2 years behind. Mm-hmm. So this was 15.
Okay.
And it's, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, it also for Indiana County, the tourism industry contributes over 1,500 jobs in the county. Now, I think since this is 15, probably it's gone up because now we have the Hilton and, a few others. The escape room, that's an attraction kind of a deal. So they would include that as well. So
as you add more attractions,
absolutely,
you obviously add more jobs. You add more potential for economic impact.
And restaurants, since lodging, food, and beverage, are included in there as well. So, tourism is very important. And I just want to give also a shout out to, though obviously we are known throughout the world for the home of Jimmy Stewart. IUP is our biggest contributor to tourism in Indiana County. We love IUP. When you think of all the events throughout the whole entire year that they have, they certainly help us with the tourism.
Absolutely.
And if they're coming up for something, for an event, homecoming, bringing their students, their kids up, move in, move out kind of a deal, we hope that when they come back the next time that they just enjoy Indiana County.
Sure. Well, speaking of IUP, tourism and events, isn't Flow Nationals coming next week?
Talking about tourism.
That's one of the biggest events because it brings people from all over the nation here to Indiana.
Yes.
And when they come and they see Indiana County, they say, I'm coming back.
Yeah. And my next line was, speaking of bringing visitors to our county.
Was it really?
Yes, it was. Flow National Wrestling is returning next week, March 31st through April 2nd at the KCAC. The doors are open to the public Friday, March 31st at 11, Saturday, April 1st at 9 a.m., and that was 11 a.m., 9 a.m., and on Sunday, the 2nd at 9 a.m. Now, there's a lot of events. There are additional activities that go on. You can check the website. Yes, this is a very big draw to our county, and we're so glad that they're coming back. I believe 2 years ago I had heard, I was in a meeting, and there was only one state not here.
Wow.
So that's huge. So, yes.
So did you travel to that state?
I went to a state
and
and
said,
some
wrestling
why
tournaments?
are you not here? Yes, absolutely. Also, wanted to give a shout. So thank you for mentioning that. And, of course, you can go to our website, visit indianacountypa.org to find out more information.
And Heather Marcosi and the Flow Nationals people are going to be here on Indiana in the Morning next Tuesday.
Yes, and we are working closely with them
next Thursday.
Promote the county. She told me on the 30th. That they're coming, Heather, and Kevin and
the gang.
The gang's all here. So we're helping with a lot of their promoting and advertising, again, they're doing bags. So we're putting in as much information. Of course, the Chamber and DI, Downtown Indiana, we're all contributing information to get these people to come back.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely. Anyone who's still ice skating or likes to ice skate, I've got some sad news for you. The ice over at the S&T Arena is going to be melted on April 4th. So get your skates on and get over there now if that's what you want to do.
Between now and then, you got to get over there.
That's right. The West Sylvania Blues Happy Hour, this is a fundraiser, is happening March 24th. That's this Friday from 5 to 8, and that's going to be at the Fraternal Order of Eagles. And I know you have had them here on air. I've heard them, the Indiana Players, California Suite. Check for that. That's running.
We had Dave Ferguson on last hour talking about the blues event happening.
The blues
at the Eagles
event?
tomorrow night.
Okay, I missed him. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We understand.
Todd Bird Club. They're having a bird walk to watch the migrating waterfowl on Yellow Creek Lake. And that is happening March 25th. That's Saturday. There's a lot going on this weekend. It's unreal.
Lisa Meadows from Yellow Creek is going to be here tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. But I may have an audience today that
Well, sure.
they're going to be out tomorrow.
Just promoting the fact
I know.
that we'll learn more tomorrow about that event.
Absolutely. The event on how to prune your fruit trees and shrubs, which was canceled previously because of the weather on March 11th, it's happening Saturday, March 25th at 11 a.m. at Mack Park.
Who puts
Anybody
that on?
coming? Indiana Community Gardens.
Yeah, Pollock will be here tomorrow morning.
Okay. Oh, that's right. He does. How about Walk Through Time on the Ghost Town Trail, Saturday, March 25th with Joan Hawk? Okay.
We have had somebody here, but that's okay. That's a
The
good
geologist, and yep, that's really, that sounds very cool. Showtime this weekend, Blairsville, sponsoring the Blairsville Underground Railroad. This is the 8th annual Showtime. You can still get tickets. We're selling them at the Tourist Bureau office as well. And of course, down at the coffee shop in Blairsville and the historical HSBA down at Blairsville as well. Easter pictures with your pups or your cats are happening with the Easter Bunny, the Indiana Humane Society. That's taking place both Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Get your four-legged kids a photo with the Easter Bunny. Alice Paul House is having a cash bash being held for them at the Eagles as well. That's taking place Saturday the 25th from 6 to 9. And I always have to give a shout-out for our fire departments. The bingos that they have help support them and the fine work that they do throughout our county. Islam West Lebanon Fire Department is having theirs Sunday, March 26th at the Fire Hall. Of course, this weekend, How the West Was Won is playing at Jimmy Stewart Museum. Brown Bag Concerts over at the Indiana Free Library, Monday, March 27th from 12 to 1. You ever go over and do those?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, I'm a working man. I don't have time for lunch. Are you kidding me?
I thought that was only my excuse. So they're happening over there. They're free. And Brown Bag and listen to music. The Brown Hotel open mic on Thursday, March 28th from 10 p.m. Doesn't give a quit time. Music, poets, and comedians unite and join them as they showcase our local area talents. The Celtic Woman. They have it advertised both ways.
Well, the group is called Celtic Woman.
But it's
and there are three Celtic women,
yes,
who are members of Celtic Woman who will be here. We talked with one of those ladies last week.
Did you?
Lovely Irish lady.
I'm sure. Did she have red hair?
And no, she actually has black hair.
Really?
Yeah. If you wanted to picture what she looks like, if you know what Kendall Jenner looks like, this girl's prettier. Unbelievable.
Okay.
Unbelievable. That's a week from tonight.
That's March 30th.
Just gave away a couple of tickets to that. We'll do some more.
Okay. Also March 30th. Dun, dun, dun,
What are you doing there, Denise?
42nd Street.
Looks like you're tap dancing a little bit.
Live the Arts. Yes.
Yeah, 42nd Street. What a big night that's going to be. Fisher Auditorium has 42nd Street. Celtic Woman at the Cavalci Complex. You can be entertained next Thursday.
Yes. everywhere. It's
Yeah.
so great. And on Friday the 31st, Light Night, the Artist Hand, and of course the Artist Hand is also sponsoring the or having the kids art classes. So reach out to them as well.
Yeah.
And a shout out for Saturday, April 1st. There's a baked potato bar and basket raffle taking place at the Homer City American Legion. The fundraising benefits for the Miller family of Homer City for medical costs for their son Derek.
Yeah.
So
There
pass
are-
it on to PSAs. That would
We'll do that. She just passed that over to
be
me.
a lovely thing. And I've got only one other thing I want to mention. I talked about how we love IUP and tourism, and they are the biggest supporter, provider for tourism in Indiana. And there's, the possibility that some people will be celebrating this weekend in green and
They'll end up being green.
going through, and they'll be feeling green. It saddens me when I do see Facebook posts, why does IUP sanction this and why do they do this? And it is not
It's not a university event
at all. IUP homecoming, yes. IUP graduations, yes. But it is not. And in fact, hats off to them because they've been very positive, very proactive in trying to prevent
They work very
things
hard
from happening.
to keep people safe in that
Yes.
event, and people do need to understand that's not an IUP-sanctioned event at all. In fact, the results of our latest IRMC at Chestnut Ridge poll at our website, 1160wccs.com, had to do with that. 83% of the respondents, 83% said IU Patties is a danger to the community and the university, and somebody's going to get seriously hurt. 11% said it's basically harmless. 6% said it's positive because the IAC committee has worked so hard to keep things under control. I think the overall feeling is that Indiana really needs to be very mindful of what's going to be happening on the weekend and let police agencies do what police agencies do.
Right.
And that's really the only way that we're going to remain safe
Right.
through
And
events such as this. And IUP has, they've done all kinds of different activities to make
Yes.
sure that students have something else to do with their time.
Right. And, to even put IUP in front of the name, and I see it in advertising and in discussion, it is not. That's false.
That's the name
it's
of the
connecting,
event, so named by the organizers.
But
So that's what it is.
but it makes it sound like it's identified by them, and it's a shame. And I know that, like you said, people see the mounted horses up here, and it's not like they just all got together on Friday afternoon and said, "Hey, let's haul all the horses up to Indiana and be there." This is a lot of planning and
Sure.
a lot of being positive. And like you said, they arrange a lot of activities for the kids, for the students. And, I sit in meetings with the students, and the students don't like this. They're they don't like that it's a negative on their school and their area. So I just wanted to say, everyone, it's not IUP, and everyone's working very hard to keep the students and the community safe.
There you go. She is Denise Liggett, and we're grateful that you came in to spend some time with us today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It's Indiana in the Morning. As always, we are presented by First Commonwealth Bank here on AM 1160 WCCS, 101.1 FM. Deborah Cassidy from PennDOT in our next half hour, and in the half hour after that, we'll talk with a gentleman who once was a law clerk for Supreme Court nominee Neil Gorsuch.